Oh, this will be one for the... Oh, we were having a deep and meaningful, my assistant and I. One day I'll get her to come on and you can have a look at her. She's gorgeous. She thinks she's not. Silly queen. But anyway, that's another story. Hello, Leos, we're on! I've got to get back into thinking. I'm still thinking about the deep and meaningful that my sister and I were having. Welcome, Leo, to your Tarology overview for the week beginning the 12th of July. This is a Monday. It's going to be a very interesting week for all you little Leos. Oh, you have no idea. For you big Leos too. There is a flow, and has been a flow over the last week and last few weeks, and the last week's influence now is going to keep on keeping on. It is going to be, it's like, you know, when you've got a little fire and it's not burning too well and you get a little thing and you go and all of a sudden it expands. So it's going to be, I can't think of the word for that, influenced or added to or whatever by the solar eclipse. And you being a fire sign, this brings both positive and negative also into balance. So I'm going to say to you, darlings, look, be really careful here. Because Leos are an emotional lot. They don't like to be told what to do. They like to be king of the jungle. They like to be the one who has the experience, and they're very personal people. They're very private. And then they want to come out like big maney lions and say, I've done it, it's great, I'm good. And they don't always ask for help when they're in the middle of anything either. So I'm going to say, if you're, because ego is a thing that Leos also have to deal with. Not negative, but positive ego. So if you're reading this and you feel or you can relate to any of it, there's a little advice. Read any of the wonderful works by Debbie Ford. Now, if you haven't heard of Debbie Ford, do my favourite thing. Oh, their favourite thing in the world at the moment, or second to some other thing, including sex, is Google, 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 Google. If you don't know anything, Google it. It's like getting another education for me when I go on Google. It's quite amazing. Google her. Find out who she is, because it will be well worth it. Just looking at her, just relating in her story. She's not a Leo, darlings. She's a Libra, like our new Australian Prime Minister. But she is a divine being on this planet, sharing.
Debbie Ford, not the Prime Minister.
This is the Debbie Ford I'm talking about as my so-called... She speaks as well, she does speak. We will get her face on one day. Now, Leo, if the shadow gets the better of you this week and you feel sad, just be in it, because this too will pass. You know, I talk about the positive and negative of everything. And I often think that when we've got the positive and the negative and we're in a bit of the both and we're da-de-da and we're having the experience, then we have balanced up our karma and we're living our life to the full we can. Because we've got to come out of living in the polarity and just be. And this is a very sensitive, fiery lunar eclipse for Leos. So we must be aware of that. But there is wonderful opportunity to come as well. You could have a contract to sign. There could be you being able to take the action that takes you out of the negativity, the pain of it all, the energy of lack, I want to say, that has plagued some Leos for particularly the last 2 years. Has been a very, very difficult time. There will be news and the possibility of travel interstate. But darlings, by your birthday, out comes the sun. Woohoo! By your Leo birthdays, things will have changed and you will be feeling much better and you will go on in the next cycle in a positive way till, and I don't want to put a rain on the parade, but there's always the polarity playing out until the next challenge turns up on your pathway. But by then, you'll have more energy and more wherefore to deal with it. So be in it, Leos, and keep on keeping on. Put a smile on your dial. Make people wonder what you're up to. Fake it till you make it. I'm sure a Leo designed that saying. Have a great time. Bye now, loves.